Creator says that I'm going to take the 9 core creative frequencies and they're all going to be based on 3 numbers. 3, 6, and 9. That Nikola Tesla taught his students, Royal Raymond Rife, John Keeley. If humanity only knew the power of the 3, 6s, and 9s, it would be a completely different universe. This is the power of the 3, 6s, and 9s. This, what you're looking at, is Marco Rodin's work. It starts where you see, let's say you start at 1. You go, 1 and 1 is 2, double the number. 2 and 2 is 4, you draw a line from 2 to 4. 4 and 4 is 8. 8 and 8 is 16, where 1 plus 6 is 7. That's what you do in ancient mystery school Pythagorean math. You reduce the multiple digits into the single digit integer. That's your 9 core creative frequencies. That's essentially, there's 9 numbers in the universe, that's all. 10 is a man-made concept. Zeros are placeholders in the decimal system. It's not of God, it's not God's language. We're talking about the language of creation, the language of the Creator. Or what the Bible talks about in the beginning, there was a Creator, there was the water. Even before there was the Word. Even before the Holy Spirit is mentioned in the Bible, you had the water. Go back, reread, study Genesis 1 through 6. You see that I'm telling you the truth. So that the water is part of the triune God, literally. Even when you go in-depth Bible study, even in the Christian community, the scholars will tell you that's the truth. Everybody else is operating in gross deception if they think that that's not the case. Pantheism, they say. Oh, Dr. Horowitz and all these others out there saying, oh, God is in everything. Well, gee whiz. Everything is made of God's footprint or signature, and that's what this is. This is Rodin's infinity pattern. He likens it to God's signature on everything. And so you're going to learn more about this in the next couple minutes. What are we talking about? Nothing new. In the old days, it was called polymath. Sources from the Greek word polys, meaning much, great in quantity, or mathes, meaning learning. So a person who excels in multiple fields, particularly the arts and sciences, also called Renaissance man, is a master of polymath. Now, I know most of you hate math. I know most of you didn't do well in math because that's man's math. God's math is real simple. Doesn't lose everybody. So DaVinci is seen as an epitome of the Renaissance man. He was a master of polymath. And you look at the ancient understanding. These definitions comes from Webster's dictionary. You never heard these terms. Why haven't you heard about this, the fundamental essence of everything? Why? Because you're a dumbed down, mind control slave of the global elite. And now you're waking up. So polyhister is a synonym for polymath. In fact, hister and mind and math mean the same. Imagine that. Hister is related to math. They mean the same. Everything sources from math. The creative language is math. If the spoken word, it goes into the water, into actually the firmament. Remember Genesis 1:2 says, in the beginning there was the Creator. Then the Spirit of the Creator hovered over the face of the water, divided the water from the water to create the firmament, or the dome. Some Bibles say the ether. And then that's akin to, in physics, the quantum field. Into that quantum field was the Word was spoken. What is word but sound? What is sound? Electromagnetic frequencies. What's that? Simple math. So these are the electromagnetic frequencies of creation that the Creator has blessed us because He loves us. He, she loves us. And there's a covenant, there's a contract. The covenant says that the Creator will always be there for Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, for all the children, all the 144,000 tribes, all of the people who have the love of the Creator and faith and understand the creative technology of prayer and the lips, the labiatum, the creative instruments. Because if you're created in the image of the Creator, then guess what? The Creator creates through the spoken word with love, with heartfelt loving intention to create in joy, a blessing, that can go off and be creative, then guess what you are able to do is the same. The lips in prayer is the creative technology, and the heartfelt loving intention comes because of the key that opens that door of faith. You got to have faith. Now, for those pagans among you or atheists among you, you might as well walk out. Seriously. We love you, but this ain't the place for you. This isn't the time in history for you. And if you think that it is, God bless you with that belief system. Because what we're going to see, what we're going to witness soon, I'll share before the end of this program, is something that's going to dramatically change and shift everything. Philomath, lover of learning. Plato and Aristotle defined mathema as relative to discipline or discipline. Doctrina, learning the fundamental laws governing everything. You know, you buy a refrigerator, you get a user's manual. You buy a car, you're told you take your car in XYZ time period to keep your maintenance up. How come they don't give women giving birth to babies the fundamental knowledge about what they're looking at and how to take care of it? So now these philosophers and their many disciples considered mathema in terms of education, which included arithmetic, geometry, astronomy, and music. And language that I'm speaking right now, English, is a mathematical creative technology that is the maximum dumbing down technology ever invented. I'll show you why in a couple of minutes. So DaVinci said, this is a quote from DaVinci, "There's no certainty where one cannot apply any of the mathematical sciences. And the road to finding oneself, including your highest qualities and creative potentials, is paved by mystery school math, engaging the matrix." Now, what's a matrix? Webster's defined matrix as something within or something from which something else originates. It's not just a Hollywood film. A rectangular array of numbers, algebraic symbols, or mathematical functions. Matrices play intimate roles in every aspect of life. The word is found several times in the Bible, in Exodus and in Numbers. Moses paid sacrifice to the Lord. Everything that openeth the matrix. That was done so that the Hebrews could be freed. Today we're enslaved. Every which way possible. Profiteering off of humanity's ignorance and suffering is the game plan. So how do you come out of her, my people, lest ye be infected by her plagues, her lunacy, her hypocrisy? How do you do that? Real simple. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven. Then all else comes to you. How come? Because the kingdom of heaven in the religious world, in the theological realm, is the musical mathematical matrix that's right here, right now. It's precipitating, crystallizing, miraculously manifesting you right here, right now. It's running through you. You're in it. Without it, you'd be not even aware of anything. You'd not be here. We would not see you. Why did DaVinci write backwards? The same reason that the global industrialists, back in the 1400s when DaVinci was starting to do his work, decided that they were going to change the New World language. To create a New World order, you've got to have a New World language. Let's call it English. Let's get the King James Bible in English. When? Same time. Late 1400s began, 1515, done. King James and his boys, Sir Francis Bacon, alias William Shakespeare. Shakespearean plays is like the media of today. The theater was the media, and the message was in English. And now let's take a look. DaVinci wrote backwards because what they did is they flipped alphanumerically. I just told you that everything in creation is math. The labia ratum, the lips, are the creative instruments. So now, if you're going to take the creative language and the creative instrument